Something to remember when you're going against the wind or trying to stabilise your bike in the wind is you've got to push like an equal force. Like, don't over push because you'll end up drifting. You know, you just got to balance it. That's all you're doing, is you're balancing something like a scales, really. You know, imagine it like a scales. But let's do a few little examples of how you can adjust your bike's direction just by pushing slightly. So let's get down here. Right then, so you all know if you push down on the right of your bike, you'll go to the right like that, and if you push to the left, you'll go to the left like that. And that's only slightly pushing, that's not a lot of pushing. And now let's go down to the tank. So you push on the left with your tank, on the tank you'll go right, push on the right, you'll go left. Simple, right? It's a little bit windy. You've also got the foot pegs. Alright, so I'm not going to push anywhere else apart from on the foot pegs. So on the right foot peg, I'll go to the right. On the left foot peg, I'll go to the left. And it's not a lot. I'm not slamming my foot down, you know. It only takes a little bit to change the direction of your bike and to help it. But you can combine all these for greater effect, you know. You can push down on your right peg and push with your left leg into the tank. So let's do that. See how it's greater? Right then. So that is easy to do, right? And that's a good thing you can use to stabilise yourself against the wind. It's just that. Using your pegs, using your tank, and just pushing a little bit on your handlebars. Not a lot. You're not doing a lot, you're just countering it, you know. You're not overdoing it, because if you overdo it, you'll drift. Another thing to remember is stay relaxed. Stay loose, stay relaxed. Shift yourself up. Right. Some people sit back on their rides. But shift yourself up to the tank, to the very bottom of the fuel tank. Get yourself over that centre of gravity, you know. That's annoying. I'm just going to scooch to the front. Cut! It's fucking crossing. It's 5 metres away. What the fuck is wrong with people? Anyway, yeah. Get yourself up into your tank, you know. Right up there. Because you'll just help yourself, you'll stabilise yourself a bit more. I tend to grip my tank a little bit tighter. You're staying relaxed, but you're gripping the tank a little bit with your legs. Because if you can grip it with your legs, you'll instantly be able to feel which way and when the wind's pushing you. You know, because you'll feel your bike going, so you'll counter it instinctively. It'd be an instinct really to push with the left if it's coming from the right. You can also raise your elbows. This helps a la motocross style. Think of motocrosser basically. This will help you get a better control. So by raising your elbows slightly, so you'll duck down a little bit, depending on how long your arms are, I suppose. But you'll duck down a little bit, raise your arms up like a motocrosser, and that can help. Also, if the wind's coming, say, from a direction, instead of letting it catch your bike, you can stick a knee out. So if the wind's coming like from the right, yeah, 2 red light jumpers, nice one. If the wind's coming from the right, you can stick your knee out, like push with your left knee into your tank like we were just on about, and stick your right knee out, and the wind will catch your right knee. Yeah, sounds strange, doesn't it? But give it a whirl, you'll see what I mean. You stick your right knee out a little bit, the wind will catch your knee, and it won't blow it about as much. The problem with third bikes is that the wind catches them quite a fucking bit. So it's like a double edge really. It's like kind of like a double-edged sword. You can have your third bike so you can go fast and all that type of shit. When it comes to windy, we all kind of suffer really. But third bikes get it quite a bit because when the wind catches your fairings, it's like a sail. You know, if it's coming from the right, let's say a crosswind, it's like a fucking sail. Whereas naked bikes, it'll just blast on the round. But in naked bikes, generally, you get blown about a bit. So I don't know, I've not even numbered these tips, so I'm hoping you're following. Right, another tip is use things for shelter. If you're going over, say, basically wind is strongest over plains, you know, over open fields, at the coast, you know, large expanses of water. That's generally where winds are quite fucking strong, or really strong, especially open fields and stuff. So what you got to do in those places, say you're riding down the road or riding down the motorway or highway or whatever, if the wind's coming from your left, you can use lorries and vans as shelter. So if this is for multi-lane roads, really, like motorways and highways. But you can use the lorries and the vans for shelter, not by getting in the blind spot, but by getting by the side of the driver. It just means you're matching the driver's speed, but his vehicle is going to take all the fucking wind, and you're gonna still get some, because the wind will be turbulent around his van. You'll get the turbulent wind, but you won't get as much of a crosswind. Yeah, right. But lorries are great for it. You can, well, it's dangerous. It's kind of, but if you have to do it, you know. As long as the lorry driver knows you're there, you know what I mean? And the van driver knows you're there at the side of them. Because you will be at the side of them. Not in the blind spot, but at the side of the passengers, at the side of the driver's door. You know? But you can use other cars as well. Use big 4x4s. Not as much protection, but anything's better than nothing. If it's a strong wind, say over a bridge, and it's coming from your left, there's a car there, he's going to take some of that hit for you. Also, I think the best thing is, I should have gone then. I think the best thing is to know when it's fucking windy, so you can be prepared for it. In the winter, I check the weather app every fucking day. Every morning before I go out, I'll check the weather and see what it's like, so I can prepare myself in case it is really windy or there's gales or some shit like that. You know? And the more prepared you are, mentally, I think it'll help you more. Right, I don't trust you because you're so close up that guy's ass, you want to give him a fucking reach around. The fuck are you driving that close for, you knob? Oh no, there you go. That's another fucking tip. Knobhead drivers are still knobhead drivers, even in bad conditions. So not only have we got to watch out for the wind, we've also still got to watch out for the dickheads. I know, it's stupid, isn't it? I don't get why people don't have this ability. It's not even ability, is it? It's just fucking common sense. It's to drive for the conditions, you know? Just drive for the fucking conditions. Don't pull out when you fucking shouldn't, like that dickhead did. And just drive for the conditions. It's not a hard thing to do, it's not a hard premise. It's to ride or drive for the conditions, but so many people don't do it. So many people just carry on doing what they always do, instead of thinking about what they're doing. Backwards, isn't it? Not even that windy up here. It was windy last night. Yeah, it was windy last night, but let me think, are there any more tips I can give you? These aren't, you know, set in stone. I might be talking shit on some of them. I might not be. I think that this is pretty much what I do. I've not been riding for ages. I've been riding for 8 years, you know, through all those winters, and yeah, I think all these little tips will help you. You can get a double bubble screen. It's not really going to help with crosswinds though, and strong winds. It really won't. Your double bubble is more for comfort when you're just going down the road, when you're on a naked bike. Double bubble ain't going to be the saviour of you. It's really not. If you're going touring though, well, get a touring fucking bike. They'll have something for wind protection from the front. But I'm talking about crosswinds and gales and shit, and changing direction of wind. Because the wind isn't fucking static, is it? It changes its direction fucking constantly sometimes. It's ridiculous. So you've got to be able to react to that, and it's worse at night. You know, it's worse at night because you can't see. Oh, thought you'd broken down then, matey. That'd been a bad start to the day, wouldn't it, for you? Yeah, the wind. Yeah, the wind is always changing, so you got to stay focused, really. Which you should be anyway. You're on a fucking bike, for Christ's sake. One last tip. If you don't know which direction the wind is coming from, look at the trees, look at the leaves if there are any left, look at flags, look at anything to give you that little bit of direction. Look at the fucking clothes on a washing line, for Christ's sake. You know, just something to give you a hint of which way the direction of the wind is coming from. And once you've got that direction, you can then be prepared for it in case there's any gusts or blasts, you know. Another one, I know, I'm thinking of them again, right? Another one is stay in the middle of your lane. Basically, yeah, stay in the middle of your lane because you don't want to drift out. It's the worst thing you can do is to get blown and drift into another lane. You know, don't go in positions, forget A and C. If it's really windy, just stick with B, because that's the safest one. Yeah. Because I've had it before where I've been in B position, I've had it even in B position, where the wind has hit, and it's hit so much that it's blown me straight across, can't do anything about it. You know, and it's blown me into another lane. And you'll get it, you will get it, don't think you won't. Oh, one more. If you are riding at the side of a lorry and it's strong winds, you gotta be prepared for when you go past that lorry. Because that turbulent wind will, I've had it before where I've gone past a lorry and it sucked me in. It sounds strange, doesn't it? I think that's it for now. I think that's it. If I think any more, I'll add them onto this bit. But for now, I think that's quite a few. Yeah, that's quite a few tips for you right there. So, oh, right, have the other all-weather riders around got any tips or tricks for riding in the wind? See, filtering in heavy wind. Oh, I had to swallow that. That's sore throat. Ugh. If any of the other riders got, the all-weather riders got any tips or extra tips for riding in the wind that I've not listed, if so, put them in the comments. You know, this is all about informing new people, or people who want to ride, you know, or people who've not done a winter riding yet. You know, it's all about giving them some information to make it easier for them, you know, because we've got to learn this shit.